who made it.
I'm Yolanda and welcome to my knitting podcast. Today we're going to talk about a new cast on, and it is part of a cast on party, the 12 cast ons of 2024. I have been working the last 3 days on my cast on number 8, and those were the Bramling socks. The designer is Sachiko Burgin, and well, it was a very enjoyable knit. It still is. But first of all, of course, I was looking for yarn and I had some beautiful drop snort. I have a lot of drop snort, and there were, it's just one color that I really don't like, and that actually is yellow. But I had 3 balls of yellow and I thought, what is it with me and yellow? It makes no sense. So I thought I will challenge myself and I knit myself some yellow socks. Well, they're not really bright yellow, but in my eyes, this is yellow. It is an ochre yellow, I think. So if you could see my yarn stash, it is all pink, purple, blue, green, and then just 3 little balls of yellow. Well, 2 of them disappear, and I must say I really like knitting with drop snort, and the socks turn out really well. And this yellow, I wear a lot of dark jeans. I think that will look really nice with it. So I kind of, I'm okay with these socks. Sounds ridiculous, but okay. Well, it was so enjoyable that I actually finished one sock and the other sock is well on its way. So let's no longer chat about nothing and show you one of my finished socks. So I have size 42 European size, which is a big foot for a woman. But then again, I'm very tall and this is so enjoyable. So first you have to chart, then you knit 10 rows. I did 20 rows because I wanted to lag a little bit longer. And then just parts. You think, okay, I'll just knit this part, then this part, then I'll wait and I'll go for the heel. And then, okay, this morning I thought, okay, the house was very cold, so I will knit the heel and then it's warm enough and I will go take a shower. And then I'll come back and I'll pick up the stitches, and that's how suddenly a sock is finished. And this also has a very nice detail on the toe, which I did not see on the pattern, which doesn't show up when it is on the sock blocker either. So I will turn it a bit. So there's also a little leaf on the tip of the toe, which just made it a very nice finish. It was a top-down sock, so you start with the leg and end with the toe. Do a little bit of Kitchener stitch, which is not a problem. Excuse me. I used stitch markers, also for the leg. Oh, there's a lamp here, I just hit it a few times. So when I knit the second sock, I'll remove these markers and put it on to the next sock. So as soon as I finish the gusset on sock number 2, I will remove this little marker, and then I know there's 10 rows between each marker. So I have to knit from the gusset to the toe 60 rounds. So I remove the markers as I go and put them into the next sock, and then they will match exactly. So here is the second sock, and I just turned the heel on this one, like I said. So I only have to knit, do the gusset decreases and then knit the foot. And this is a really lovely sock blocker, and I've got to look up where I bought it. I know I bought it on Etsy, but it is very lightweight, and it's really lovely. She has many designs. So I used for these socks, I did need them on double pointed needles. I like them in liquor needles very much. So I have a few set of those. Yeah, that's 2.25. The Drops Nord is a little bit thicker. They say it's sport weight. I'm not sure what the meterage is. It is 170 meters on 50 grams. So yeah, yeah, 200 meters on 50 grams is fingering weight. So it is actually, yeah, it is a little bit thicker, but I still use my regular size needles, so I get a really nice and dense fabric. I hope they hold up well, because I know I had some socks for my son with alpaca and they felted just even before they hit the wash. They were already felted. So I'm not that hard on my socks and I don't walk that much, so hopefully they hold up well, because I really like them. So what else did I write down? One sock was 35 grams, so I will have a little bit left over. I found a very nice vase, and I decided to put all the leftovers of the Drops Nord in there. And since I know now how much I need for a sock, I can make scrappy socks or socks with a little bit of color work. I probably have more single balls of the Drops Nord. I think at some point with a sale I just bought one of each color. So if I could make a color work sweater or anything, I would know exactly what the color looks like, because buying online is kind of tricky sometimes, because colors don't really, they're not very accurate if you have them on screen. So that's actually it. So then it is time, because this was cast on 8, we will go on to cast on number 9. And it is still exciting. I looked through my patterns I still have left, and there are still 2 long sleeve sweaters, one color work and one with lace, some lace details. I still have the brioche, learning brioche school, and that I went through that and I saw so many good reviews of that. Many people were very pleased with how it was presented to them and how they learned brioche that way, many stitches. And there is still a sweater, a short sleeve for the summer, and that is yeah, also probably a pretty quick knit. So today we'll reveal what the next project will be. So there are only a few left. Don't have to make it too difficult. This is project number 6. They're a bit cut off by the printer, but it is number 6, and that is the brioche school, which is very nice. I was thinking, okay, everything around Christmas and all, it's calmed down. I have a little bit more brain space. I was all over the place. I could not remember left from right. And I just thought, oh, well, if the brioche is coming one of these days, I will be ready for it. So, yay. I will be working on my first brioche project. It was designed to be a very nice scarf with all kinds of stitch patterns. So I will look up how much yarn was, how much yarn is needed, how many colors. I think it was 3 colors. I will have to look for some nice contrasting colors. I don't know if it is supposed to be 3 skeins of 100 grams. It sounds a bit much for a scarf, but maybe. I will look up and maybe I have some leftovers I can use. Yeah, looking forward to that. So thank you so very much for liking and subscribing and checking out this channel and viewing, of course. Thank you so very much for your support, and leave a comment if you want to. Tell me what you're working on. Maybe you're also participating in the 12 cast-ons. Maybe you just only cast on one project. It is all fine. I'm really enjoying this and I'll get very motivated, and yeah, it's a good way to start a new year. So I will be back in 3 days, and hopefully I can figure out the whole brioche thing, because there are so many beautiful patterns, and I've been knitting for so long, since maybe 6, 7 years old. Never knitted brioche. This year will be the year. Thank you so much for watching. Until we talk again soon. Bye bye.